I lounged in my Manhattan penthouse office, watching my family's annual vacation planning unfold in the group chat. The same exclusive private island they'd been visiting for 15 years, the one I'd secretly purchased 6 months ago. Summer at Paradise Cove. My sister Emma posted. Can't wait to show off my new yacht. I smiled, minimizing the chat to check the latest reports from my property management team. Her impressive 40-foot yacht would look quite small next to the 120-foot vessel I'd recently acquired. Not that they'd ever seen it. Remember, my mother chimed in, members only. No outsiders. Sorry Rachel darling, but you know the rules. These luxury vacations require a certain financial status. If they only knew that every reservation, every amenity, every staff member now reported to me through my company Aurora Ventures. The financial status they thought I lacked had allowed me to buy not just Paradise Cove, but a string of exclusive properties across the globe. My phone rang. James Chin, Paradise Cove's general manager. Ms. Bennett, your family's annual booking is confirmed. Will you be using the owner's residence this time? I glanced at the security feed showing my newly renovated mansion overlooking the island's most pristine beach. No, James. They don't know I own the island yet. But I will be there. Of course. Though your mother was quite insistent that non-members aren't allowed. Don't worry about that, I said, watching another message pop up from my sister. Emma, just paid the astronomical membership fee. So worth it to keep out the riffraff. Sorry Ratch, but your tech startup salary wouldn't cover a day here. I minimized my banking app, which showed the membership fee she was bragging about, a drop in the ocean compared to my latest acquisition's price tag. The tech startup they mocked was actually a billion-dollar investment firm specializing in luxury properties. Ms. Bennett, my assistant Sarah appeared on the video screen. The board meeting for the Caribbean resort chain acquisition is in 10 minutes. Also, your family's specific villa requests have arrived. I pulled up the messages. My parents wanted the premium beachfront villa, the one directly below my owner's mansion. Emma demanded the exclusive marina slip for her yacht. My brother Tyler insisted on the private chef service. Approve all requests, I instructed, but keep my usual protocols in place. No one knows about the ownership change until I arrive. Another group message flashed. Mom, Rachel honey, perhaps next year you'll have a real career instead of that internet company. Then you can join us. I glanced around my actual office, the entire top floor of a building I owned in Manhattan, with its wall of screens monitoring my global property portfolio. The internet company they dismissed had just closed deals on 3 private islands larger than Paradise Cove. Sarah, I called, is everything ready for next week? Yes, Ms. Bennett. Your helicopter is scheduled, the staff has been briefed, and... She smiled slightly. Your family remains completely unaware that their exclusive paradise now belongs to their financially challenged daughter. I turned to the window, watching the sunset over the city skyline. Soon they'd learn exactly what my internet company had achieved. But first, let them enjoy their last vacation thinking they were the successful ones. 3 days before my family's arrival, I landed my private helicopter on Paradise Cove's helipad. From the owner's mansion, I had a perfect view of the staff preparing the island for the upcoming week. Ms. Bennett, James appeared with the morning briefing. Your sister's yacht has requested priority docking at the main marina. I checked the security feed showing Emma's boat approaching, the one she'd been bragging about for months. Let her have her moment. But keep my vessel out of sight for now. Of course. Though she might notice it's the largest yacht in our waters. My phone lit up with the family chat. Emma, just passed through the Paradise Cove checkpoint. The staff was so impressed with my new boat. Tyler, can't wait to show everyone my new Porsche. They're delivering it to the island tomorrow. I glanced at my garage where my car collection sat quietly waiting. Tyler's Porsche would look rather modest next to them, but he didn't need to know that yet. Ms. Bennett, Sarah called through the intercom, your mother has requested a meeting with the owner. She wants to discuss maintaining proper membership standards. Apparently she's concerned about less fortunate people trying to access the island. I couldn't help but laugh, considering I own not just the island but the exclusive membership club they were so proud of joining. Tell her the owner will meet with all members next week. She'll get her discussion about standards, just not the way she expects. Another message popped up. Mom, Rachel dear, saw your Instagram post about working remotely next week. Please don't tell me you're trying to crash our vacation again. This is a members-only island. I walked through my mansion, all 15,000 square feet of it, checking the preparations for my family's unwitting revelation. Every room featured subtle touches of my company's branding. The Aurora Ventures logo discreetly embedded in the decor, my initials tastefully incorporated into the design elements. James, I called, what's the status of the new signage? Ready to be unveiled at your signal. Though your sister nearly saw it during her marina tour, she was quite insistent about accessing the owner's private dock. I smiled, remembering Emma's previous attempts to network with the island's owner. And my brother's car delivery? Scheduled for tomorrow. He requested the premium parking spot, the one reserved for the owner. Let him have it for now, I said, watching the security feeds as more family members arrived. He'll understand why it's called the owner's spot soon enough. My phone buzzed again, a message from Tyler. Sis, heard you're trying to come to Paradise Cove. Don't embarrass us. This place is for people who've actually succeeded in life. I looked out over my island, my private paradise that they thought was the symbol of their success. Every villa, every amenity, every exclusive feature they bragged about was actually mine. Ms. Bennett, Sarah appeared with more updates. Your family's welcome dinner is arranged for tomorrow night. They've requested the main dining room. Book it, I replied, but prepare the owner's private dining room as well. I think it's time they learned what real success looks like. The evening of the welcome dinner arrived, and I watched from my private surveillance room as my family gathered in the main dining room. They were dressed in their finest, ready to impress the other elite members, none of whom realized the true owner was about to make her first public appearance. Miss Bennett, James appeared quietly, your sister is attempting to access the owner's private marina again. She seems quite determined to show off her yacht to the right people. I observed Emma on the security feed, arguing with the dock staff. Don't you know who I am? My family's been members here for 15 years. And your brother, James continued, is demanding to know why his Porsche was moved from the owner's parking space. Perfect timing, I smiled, adjusting my designer evening gown. Is everything ready for the revelation? Yes. The new signage is in place, covered until your signal. The staff is briefed and... He paused, suppressing a smile. Your mother is currently lecturing the membership director about maintaining exclusive standards. I checked my phone where the family group chat was buzzing. Emma, can't believe they won't let me park my yacht in the premium spot. Don't they know Daddy's been coming here forever? Tyler, some staff member had the nerve to move my Porsche. Said it was the owner's space. Like they own anything better than my car. Mom, just had a word with management about standards. Apparently, someone's been trying to sneak in, probably Rachel again. So embarrassing. I stood at my window watching the sunset paint the sky in brilliant colors over my island. Below, I could see my family's boats, cars, and belongings, all carefully arranged to maximize their impending realization that everything they'd been bragging about was actually owned by the daughter they'd excluded. Miss Bennett, Sarah called, your entrance is prepared. Though your mother is still demanding to meet the owner to complain about maintaining the island's prestigious reputation. Oh, she'll meet the owner all right, I replied, gathering the folders containing proof of my ownership, property deeds, acquisition documents, and the complete portfolio of Aurora Ventures holdings. At precisely 8 p.m., James entered the main dining room. I watched on the monitors as my family turned, expecting another fawning staff member. Ladies and gentlemen, he announced, the owner of Paradise Cove would like to welcome you personally. Finally, my mother stood, clutching her complaint list. We have serious concerns about maintaining standards. The room fell silent as I walked in, my evening gown worth more than Emma's yacht. Recognition dawned slowly on their faces, confusion turning to disbelief. Rachel. Tyler choked on his champagne. Actually, I said, taking my place at the head of the table, it's Rachel Aurora Bennett, CEO of Aurora Ventures and owner of Paradise Cove Island Resort. Emma's wine glass slipped from her fingers as the hidden panels around the room slid away, revealing my company's logos and my initials that had been subtly present all along. This is impossible, my mother whispered. You run some little internet company. I run a global luxury property investment firm, I corrected her, signaling for my team to distribute the portfolios. Paradise Cove is just one of our recent acquisitions. Though I have to admit, buying my family's favorite vacation spot was particularly satisfying. James activated the displays around the room, showing aerial views of my other properties, private islands, exclusive resorts, and luxury developments that made Paradise Cove look modest in comparison. But your startup, Emma stuttered, has a market cap larger than the GDP of several countries, I finished for her. Those membership fees you've been bragging about? They wouldn't cover my daily coffee budget. Tyler stared at his car keys. The owner's parking space is for my car collection, yes. But your Porsche is lovely. It's similar to the one I learned to drive in years ago. The color drained from my mother's face as she flipped through the ownership documents. All this time, every vacation, every amenity, was provided by your financially challenged daughter, I confirmed. That premium villa you love so much? It's directly below my private mansion. The dock Emma's been trying to access? It's for my yacht. The exclusive membership club you've been using to keep me out? I own that too. James appeared with more documents. Miss Bennett, the Caribbean acquisition is complete. Would you like to add it to the family vacation portfolio? Family vacation portfolio? My father spoke for the first time. Oh yes, I smiled, pulling up the maps. Paradise Cove is just the beginning. I own private islands across the globe. Though this one's special, it's where my family taught me all about exclusive standards and proper financial status. Emma's phone buzzed, her social media post about her yacht automatically sharing to the family group. The same group where they'd been mocking my career for years. About those posts, I continued scrolling through their messages. Sorry Rachel, but you can't afford our lifestyle. Members only, darling. When you get a real job. I gestured to the island around us. I think we can agree I can afford it quite well. My mother reached for her complaint list about maintaining standards. Rachel, don't worry, I cut her off. I take membership standards very seriously. In fact, I pressed a button illuminating the new island signage visible through the windows. I've already updated them. The covers fell away, revealing Aurora Ventures Presents Paradise Cove, a Rachel Bennett property, in elegant letters. Your membership cards, I continued as my staff distributed new credentials bearing my company's logo. You'll find they work at all Aurora Ventures properties. Though, I smiled, picking up my mother's earlier complaint, we do maintain very strict standards about treating all guests with respect. The room was silent except for the gentle sound of waves outside, waves breaking on my private beach. Now, I stood smoothing my gown, I have other business to attend to. Feel free to enjoy my island. Oh, and Emma? I pointed to the marina where my yacht was finally being unveiled. That's what a real boat looks like. The premium dock is reserved for vessels over 100 feet. Member rules, you understand. As I walked out, I heard Tyler whisper, "We've been vacationing on Rachel's island."